There will be wonderful
Mango
What's mango?
means fragrance.
I've also made a simple salad. Ta-da! It's just one of the designers.
But it's over now. Camera shots. Kali. Filman lagi. And Bubbles. He enjoys sitting at the dinner table, long walks in the park, and holding meetings.
We're back in Samal Island.
Back in Samal. Why do you like Samal? What's different, would you say, between Samal and that after?
Well, it's very refreshing to be in a place where there's not much traffic and it's not so busy, and life here is much more slow, simple compared to being in the city. But it's interesting because it's only a few minutes, several minutes away. So
It is different. It's nice. There's a lot of greenery, although it's one of the things that's interesting about the Mahal is that you can be in the mountains, rural, city, beach. And although it's getting built up here, I like it because it's still quiet. Welcome to Samal Mahal. That's your song for the day. You're going to learn a Tagalog word that I learned today?
what's that?
Bango
What's mango?
means fragrance.
It's bango.
What is it?
Bango.
Bango?
Yeah.
Like bango.
It's not bango. It's not bingo.
Bango to me. Bango.
We are making seafood laksa, and I used udon noodles, and this is just the first part. Just boiling the water, mixing in the laksa paste, and adding fish tofu and noodles. I'm waiting to add the coconut cream and the seafood with the laksa, and this is what we'll be having for lunch. So we've added the coconut milk and the seafood, And so seafood is mainly made of shrimp and some shellfish and I think squid as well. The coconut cream actually makes it creamy and velvety.
Yeah.
Good morning! So, as you've seen in the previous clips, Lance and I did go to a marriage seminar and it's called Biblical Foundations on a Lasting Marriage, and this was held at our church, Christ Fellowship Church, and there are about 4 sessions and we were on our second session and we learned so much about the gender roles of men and women and why God is very intentional in His creation, and it's great because it teaches us about how a man and a woman are to reflect godly characteristics or who God is to the world. So a man is typically performance-based, a woman is typically relational, but that's because God is a relational God and He is also righteous and just and He is faithful. And the whole point of marriage is actually to glorify God. And it's not about self, it's not about our own sense of happiness, or it's really about lifting the name of the Lord in our walk, in our lives, as one flesh, as a married couple. So that was really fun.
Good morning, Mahal.
Marlo!
So what did I learn from last night's thing? One of the biggest things that really surprised me was in Genesis when it talks about giving Adam a helpmate, which the Hebrew, I believe it's called ezer, which is strength. So sometimes we translate things into a language that we know, not understanding the Hebrew and what the actual meaning is, which was it's the strength. It was one who helps give strength to a man. So it wasn't a servant, it didn't mean lesser, it actually meant an equal, but we each have a part. And so that really helped me is understanding, number one, how we're made and for performance, of wanting to do activities, wanting to get stuff done. It's not saying that a female is not, but that a woman helps provide strength to her husband. It was very interesting in how I would have initially thought of what helper means or helpmate means. So that was interesting to me.
That's good. That's interesting. Hey buddy, you're coming with me? Come on, buddy. Come on. Coffee in the morning. This is Lance's vanilla sweet cream cold brew. I definitely said no ice, but somehow they always seem to put ice in it. And I got caramel frappuccino with coffee jelly this time because I just felt like having it today. So today we've made bread. So the dough is rising and resting in the fridge, and our bread is a no-knead bread, so that means you just have to rest it in the fridge for 18 to 24 hours and then take it out. I've also made a simple salad with tomatoes, onions, lettuce, and black olives with a vinegar dressing. We have papaya from my uncle's farm, and then we have mangoes from my uncle's farm as well. And this is actually calamansi juice, which is like a Filipino citrus juice, freshly squeezed from my uncle's farm as well. We just received wonderful blessing from our uncle's farm. Beans, eggplants, and avocados. Yay! Thank you! We're making soap, glycerin soaps for Valentine's Day. Ta-da! So here's just some of our Valentine soaps that we'll be selling exclusively on Valentine's Day at Cafe Chalet. Here's just one of the designs that I love, which is the pink and gold shimmer soap.
I put your stuff on the computer. And we like it when it doesn't take down a roof. Come on, baby. That's a tree branch.
Buddy. Buddy. Okay, I'm coming. Hi, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog, and we're grateful for all of you who have been watching our journey from the start.
Amen. I enjoyed this week a lot because there's a lot of joking around. There was mispronunciation of words on my part. I always enjoy our trips to Samal. So, Samal, right?
Samal.
Samal. See, I'm going to get it. I'm learning slowly but surely. But no, I had a lot of fun this week. What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite day or moment?
I think my favorite is that when we got to
What moment was that? But it's over now. Well, my favorite moment in this vlog was my new song of Welcome to Samal Mahal. I'm currently writing the rest of the lyrics to that. Also, I enjoyed my bangho. But I said
bango.
Bango. I said
Bango.
bango. That was my Tagalog word.
Why don't you give everyone a backstory on why you were researching?
Oh, I was researching because with product development from Elise, our company of artisan products, we were coming up with a newer product, and I was looking for something in Tagalog rather than an English name. And bango, bangho. But for fragrance, I was looking up different terminology for smell, fragrance, and that's how I came across bangho. And so that's where that came from. It didn't just come out of the blue. Sometimes I do research on Tagalog words, and so I'm grateful. My wife corrected me in love, but it's funny. I find it funny.
Yeah,
So,
it's funny because he never told me about this. So when he mentioned it during the drive while we were in Samal Island, I was like, who told you about this? But it's good because that means that he's trying to learn Tagalog on his own.
it's full of surprises. That's really what it is. I like to bring surprises into the relationship, so she really doesn't know what she's going to get.
Well, speaking of that, it's February.
You know what that means? What does that mean?
This is going to be our first Valentine's Day together, so.
It makes sense, because I was here in April. So it is our first Valentine's. Whoa! So we're going to have a special Italian dinner made truly by yours. We'll be making a fun dinner. I think it's going to be some eggplant parmesan and perhaps lasagna. I mean, there's a whole bunch of adventures.
I'm sure we can do it with our local eggplants. I mean, it's not about the shape of the eggplant. I think it's just really how you cook and prepare it, right?
Yeah, I'm excited because we're used to 2 different eggplants. Obviously, in the States, they tend to be a lot fatter. You can slice them flatter. Here, they're actually longer. So we're just going to cut it in half and use that. I've had some great eggplant here, eggplant parm, in fact. I don't know if I should do shout-outs, but we've had some great eggplant parms here, so I know it's possible. So we're going to have fun. Have fun for Valentine's Day. So I thank the Lord for our first Valentine's Day together.
Woo! And I think my favorite, now I'm ready to answer that question.
Okay.
My favorite is when we went to the marriage class. And some people might be wondering, why are you guys going to a marriage class?
I need all the help I can get.
Yes, exactly. We agree on that. We know that, coming into our marriage, we knew that we had an idea that it won't be perfect. And we really needed to cling to God individually so that we can come together as husband and wife.
Yeah, because we had no concept. I had no concept of a godly marriage, not just marriage, but a godly marriage. So the more that I learn, I realize the less that I actually understand. So it's a good thing. I appreciate the refinement that we get to go through, and we learn about each other in the process and ourselves, which is a blessing. So it's not what people would think that we're constantly learning until we are constantly learning until we leave this place. So I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we both have learned about. Well, as you grow deeper and deeper in your walk with the Lord, the more humble you must become, because I personally have realized that I cannot do anything apart from the Lord. So even with becoming a wife, and knowing that it's not about our own personal wants and needs, or because the Lord does know what we need, but it's not about all of that. It's about bringing glory to the name of our Father.
Well, thank you guys again for tuning in this week, and don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe
to
Team
Mahal.
Mahal. We'll see you next time, guys. God bless.